What's going on, brother? What's your username on eBay? Yeah, we did actually. We had a few nice ones. We certainly did. I don't remember if it was an X-Fractor or a um, Prism, but I think we did hit a nice Robert last night. But yeah, sports, you can definitely spin the wheel. You can see all the info in the bottom and the ticker. $25 per one spin, $70 for three, $110 for five. If you have any credit, just let me know what your username is on the right hand side over here. Oh yeah, man. I think he reminds me a lot of Ken Griffey Jr., but like strong. Like Griffey was he just had a sweet swing. This guy, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's just what a hitter. I mean, he's every bit of what everyone was expecting. When Panini Prism came out this year for MLB, I bought a bunch of it. Not Prism, Select. When Select came out, I got a bunch of it, and I ended up pulling a tricolor autograph numbered to 50 or 49 of Luis Robert there. So I went online and I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can get any more of these things because people were selling them pretty cheap. So I went on there and I grabbed a regular autograph and I grabbed two more of those tricolor autographs. So I have 3 out of 49 Luis Robert tricolor autographs coming. They're redemption cards. So I haven't gotten the redemption cards yet, but yeah, they're in the mail. Yeah, seriously, yeah, Bo Jackson's a good, for sure. He's fast. You know, Ricky Henderson. I mean, he's obviously a great baseball player. So, but he's got more pop. He's got more pop like Bo Jackson. Ricky Henderson wasn't really a home run hitter. So I would say, yeah, that's a good comparison, though. I would say like Ken Griffey and Bo Jackson put together. So I got 4 of his autographs coming. I can't wait to get those things graded. I got this nice Gypsy Queen black and white. Not even an autograph, and the thing's worth like $250, $300, something like that. It's so funny you said that. I was looking for. I went to my local Dollar General just to see if they had the Donruss cards there, and they don't have any Donruss. They don't have any baseball cards whatsoever. And I was like, yeah, well, it's kind of a good thing to get. Speaking of Donruss, right on the top of my stack right here. I have a lot of Donruss too. I love Donruss. I think Donruss is a great product. I mean, the prices are high on Donruss. I don't know, geez, looking like, I don't know, maybe about 30 of the hanger packs and a bunch of the boxes too that I haven't even incorporated into the wheels or anything like that. But I was gonna inquire about some of those yellow Luis Roberts. They're the most sought after, or one of the most sought after rookie cards of his. Which set is the Trout? Which set do you mean? Is that also Donruss?
And his eyesight, and a lot of players should be thinking the same, and I think he's encouraging them to do the same because they could potentially end up influencing an election. And clearly, when you listen to him talk, that is.
Oh my God, the Bucks are boycotting Game 5.
Management ownership clearly behind the players.
Really?
The decision to not play this game on Wednesday will be interesting to see.
Baby blue border. That's Donruss.
Over the next 24 to 48 hours. Stephen A. Smith, appreciate the time here in Sports Center. Be sure to check out Stephen A.
Speaking of the Donruss, I was very upset that those Baby Shark cards are not worth. You know, they're worth just like the Independence Day or just like any of the other. It's like there's only one in a case or one in a box or something like that, and you're gonna dog us like that on the price. I mean, should be more valuable because they're a lot more scarce than all the other ones. I got a lot of nice Donruss. We opened a lot of Donruss when that first came out. Got a lot of nice cards.
Let's put this whole thing in perspective. The players are down there with messages on their shirts, messages at their press conference. Same for the WNBA players about injustices.
White Sox or Red Sox?
And then another shocking shooting takes place.
Oh, you White Sox, I take it. Yeah, no, you definitely did. Did you have them in the Prism or did you have them in the Topps Chrome?
I saw it kind of developing on Monday after the Bucks game. You know, George Hill didn't want to talk.
Because I know the Topps Chrome definitely had some.
So crooked ass cops from what happened in Milwaukee in the shooting on Sunday, and he as somebody who's a father of 2 kids, family quarantining, they're going to be here on Monday. I think it certainly resonated with him when you heard about the kids being in the back of the car, and I think it also resonated with
these
players here who are fathers.
I got these hanger boxes and the hanger packs all from Walmart.
And then you hear Doc
Prism.
Rivers' emotional plea.
I don't think there were too many.
When you see the video,
No, I don't think you got any Roberts if you had the Prism one.
The Celtics and the Raptors had spoke last night about potentially sitting out, but I was told they were actually leaning towards playing tomorrow. But then I think when they saw the video, maybe emotions were getting stronger. They were expected to talk tonight, but then the Bucks beat them to the point. This is Wisconsin. This is their state. I was glad that it was the Bucks, but it was really right before tip-off that they decided not to play. Yeah, you made the point. The shooting took place in their backyard, so the Bucks took it upon themselves to confer with each other, make that decision on their own, leaving out the Magic, but maybe not with intent, right? What was the day like for that team? Well, yeah, it was certainly a weird day for the Magic. Magic president, Jeff Weltman, actually has been speaking with the Bucks GM John Horst and kind of keeping abreast on what
all of
essentially do. Well, the Bucks
yeah, for sure.
They went to the arena. They took shots.
Well, with the Prism, there's guaranteed autos in the mega box there.
Between the 2 executives, the Magic were under the impression that they were going to play this game. And so when they found out while they were in the layup line that the game was canceled, I'm told there was certainly a lot of disappointment from the players.
You know what I did actually?
Organization as well. There was a wish that at least the Bucks could have maybe
sending all the packages out, having a scale. You know, that goes down like very, very low, very precise scale.
Obviously didn't take place for historical reasons.
What I did is I put a couple of those Panini Prism value packs on the scale just to kind of get a feel for what an average one weighs, so that if there were any different, maybe one that was much heavier or one that was much lighter, because they should basically be on par with about the same weight with all the Prism cards. So if there were any funny weights that weren't right around what I was expecting, I I opened them up, and I did find a nice little autograph in one of them. I found a Kyle Garlick, numbered to 50. Yeah, Kyle Garlick, numbered to 50, red, white, and blue autograph, rookie card. So I was pretty happy with that. I mean, use the materials you got to do more than an educated guess on that one. Thought that was a pretty smart idea, and it definitely paid off.
Powerful 5G experience for America. It's 5G ultra wideband, and it's already available in parts of select.
But I'm starting to dwindle down on my Prism. I got a lot of Donruss Optic. I got a ridiculous amount of archives more recently. I've only opened up a box and a pack for myself, and I haven't sold any of those just yet.
On the network, more people rely on. This is 5G built right. Only on Verizon.
I got a bunch of Chronicles in for NBA. I got Donruss, Diamond Kings, Hangers, and Blasters. I really like those cards. Those are sweet cards. And Top Series 2 until my arms fall off. I could break Top Series 2 for days, non-stop. If I just started ripping Top Series 2, what I have looking at it right now, I say 3 days, but it's really more than that. I could rip that for about a week with all the product I have of Top Series 2. You know, somebody told me about this tri-player card that's in there. I think it's Bo Bichette, Robert, and maybe a Gavin Lux. And it's selling for like $1,000 right around there. So it's very tempting sitting next to all this product to not just rip open a bunch, but I don't know. There's a lot of cards. I basically have a lot of cards that I need to appraise, but I haven't been able to get around to it yet because I have all these cards to sort. So.
Should have used that before I hired my interior decorator.
Voila.
Nice.
Maybe a couple of throw pillows would help.
Get a strategy gut check from our trade desk.
See, that's the thing. I don't know how to really package them in breaks. I think I'm just going to start incorporating them into the wheel spins. Ideally with the wheel spins, you know, when I envisioned this, I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a cheap wheel spin for everybody. I'm going to do like around $25, and that'll cover some packs and some of the smaller boxes, like the hanger boxes and such. And you know, some of the prices are a little bit weird on some of these. Oh, I got a lot. I got a lot of archives. I mean, I got more coming in the mail right now. I got 2 different boxes coming in the mail right now. Just looking right here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just on the table right here. I don't know. I probably have about 12, 13 of the blaster boxes and these 25 packs at least, and I got more coming. My guy just picked up a few more for me, shipping them up to me tomorrow morning. And he picked up some for me over the weekend, but I didn't have him ship them out until he got a little bit more. So I got a couple different packages coming up. My guy down there, he's local. He's lucky enough to be by a lot of Walmarts, so he can hit 6 or 7 Walmarts in a trip. Obviously, he drives a few miles to do that, but I mean, I don't have the opportunity to do stuff like that. I'm thankful enough that my job is right next to a Walmart, but this Walmart that I'm next to, it just doesn't really hold anything. I got lucky one time and I found one Donruss Optics Mega Box for basketball, and that was it. You know, I tried to talk to the guy, you know, the distributor, the guy that brings all the cards. and he's just kind of an idiot, and he passed it along like, oh no, I don't control any of that.
And I think, frankly, that inspired us. I think it motivated us. I think from the beginning of this season.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna invest in some hobby boxes too. It's just right now I'm a new seller, so they're holding my funds for a while. So when things start getting back to a little bit more normalcy, when it comes down to me getting money quicker, then I'm gonna start going big on some of this stuff. But right now, I mean, I have so much product to sell to you guys. Plus, I have a lot of stuff pending and everything. I can keep everything moving forward. I just tried to. I bought a bunch of stuff today. More team sleeves, more of the bigger ones. You'll see how your packages come, nice and crisp. I like to even make them even more crisp. Make sure that nothing gets damaged or anything. Right now I only have the bigger team sleeves, so it's tough with the loose cards. I've just been over top loading things, and top loaders are through the roof right now. Getting gouged. Trying to put feelers out there on some other ones. Yeah, opening day, I mean, that stuff is so annoying. Not for nothing. I mean, there's good cards, don't get me wrong. But we did a bunch of hobby box breaks of opening day when it first came out, and it's so repetitive. There's really no point, really. There were 2 big inserts worth like $60 and $25, but other than that, every single person got the same cards. You got 5 Boba Fett's. You got 5 Gavin Lux. You get 5 of everybody. All the cards are in the exact same order in the packs, so you can literally have deja vu over and over and over and over again opening this stuff up. And there's so many cards to sort.
Clearly, humanity is central to this, and that's something that everyone can get on board, and they can send that message more collectively. They'll probably think through this and try to figure out the next steps to figure out how to expand on it, or whatever they want to do in light of this, or at least as a result of this. And Major League Baseball has, certainly made attempts early on in the season. We saw the symbolism in the opening day with Neil.
Well, that's the same with kind of top series too. I mean,
actionable items that they're going to look to, and they want to make sure whatever choice they make, it's actually something that they can sustain and really make formative change.
Doug, you've been around baseball longer than I have, and you realize as well as I do.
I pulled some nice cards out of the top series too.
Baseball's been a very conservative sport.
I mean, if you get the blaster box, you get this medallion card, and the medallion cards are pretty valuable. I pulled an Aristides Aquino out of one of them. I saw Mike Trout come out of one of them.
What impact do you think baseball can have in this regard and should have in this regard, considering the makeup of their teams?
I'm just upset because I don't have time to get to my cards. I want to praise my cards. I have such nice cards. I mean, I pulled this Jesus Luzardo. I'll show you a couple of them that I got here. Just on the top of my list over here. We pulled one of these last night, which I was pretty happy about. This is mine. This is a Sheldon Neuse snakeskin, numbered to 50. Those are nice cards. That's 15 out of 50 there. Then I got this beautiful Jesus Luzardo gold, numbered to 10.
To have a unique position in this discussion and actually forge change that comes from a kaleidoscope of people.
And that is
This is a sports show. We're trying to have these conversations
6 of 10.
Of sports, but the fact of the matter is, if these issues weren't happening in the community,
so I mean, there's probably a pretty good value on that one. And I also pulled this signature Maybris Villoria. Maybris Villoria. And you see it's a prism, which it does say on the back.
what confidence did you have, Doug, that this thing can change?
I'm usually up to date on my baseball, but I have no idea who this guy is. So, I mean, it could be a good sign that I don't know who it is. It's obviously a rookie card autograph, so.
but you also need that slow work in the back burner in the courtrooms and legislation that is also working in tandem. I think that's the challenge.
I mean, Jesus Luzardo, his cards are high right now, so it wasn't really much of an investment. I just kind of pulled it out of a pack, so.
For example, I work on the Connecticut Police Officers
But I feel you on that. I mean, Jacob deGrom, I'm a Met fan, okay? Jacob deGrom is the best pitcher in the league, and his cards don't even get a top loader. It's really, really crazy. You're absolutely right. This guy has only kept his earn run average under 2.5 his entire career. And he's not worth anything. Like, Nolan Ryan's worth something, and I don't think Nolan Ryan did that. And just the level of competition nowadays, you know, with all the cheating and all the other stuff going on, to keep your earn run average that low is insane.
And you have context, and that's something that did not exist in policing, for example.
Some people know this, but not a lot of people know this. I mean, everybody was on steroids in the 90s. It wasn't just Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds and all the top guys. It was everybody. That whole baseball thing, it makes me sick to my stomach that they took 7 guys and they made them out to be the bad guys. You know, it's insane. You know, I know for a fact that baseball paid these guys to keep their mouths shut. I mean, you know, Jose Canseco put that book out that explained it all before everything even hit the fan. And everyone's like, oh yeah, he's a martyr, this, that, and the other. It's like, no, he was being honest. And now it's a fact. You know? I mean, I don't think Derek Jeter was on steroids, but I'll tell you what, it's the same thing. If you're in the minors, you're juicing. Because if you're not juicing, you're not at the same playing field as everyone else because everybody else is juicing. You'll never get a deal. So everybody comes up into the game dirty, and then they go up to the majors and they're dirty. I mean, they've cracked down on a lot on it more recently, don't get me wrong. What's going on, Nick? We're doing wheel spins tonight. So wheel spins are available.
Tonight, I stand with my fellow professional athletes in protest of the injustices that people continue to suffer. I could not play this game I love.
I got a lot of breaks to sort and everything, so I'm gonna take a day, maybe 2 days off. I think 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna break tomorrow either. I had to work this last Sunday to make up for my guy that's out of town. So I've been putting in a lot of hours at my job. I want to just make sure you guys don't get mad that the cards are taking too long to come out. So I want to make sure that I go through things. You know, I get home at 8 o'clock at night. So if I don't get to see my family at all, then I have 2 hours to sort before I go live. So it's like... No, nowadays it's a lot different. I'm talking about the 90s and everything. If they came out and they told everybody that, yeah, we're juicing and everybody's juicing, baseball would have died. Just dead. Right there. Life support. Right away. But since they paid these guys to keep quiet, that's why baseball is doing what it's doing. I mean, you saw how somebody can go from hitting 77 home runs to nobody coming anywhere near that. I mean, we had Alfonso Soriano, who was just a monster, hitting 50 a few times.
We have a platform where baseball players and players want to play, understand that fans want to see us.
Yeah, all the credits are on the right-hand side. Just let me know what your username is. I'm assuming I know what the username is, but just confirm with me what your username is.
The way that players felt we should act, and for me as a manager, I wanted to support them.
I don't think Robert is dirty at all. I think he's a freak.
Game or post cancellation press conference, and you had said you weren't going to play. Your father is black, your mother is Japanese. I'm curious how this since Sunday has affected you personally.
Well, you know what? It's interesting.
You know, nowadays you can't cheat. You can't. You know, you have to get away with knocking knocking in the dugout and using cameras and stuff like that, because you can't take the steroids and get the advantage anymore, you know? That's why there was like such a, the hitters are going crazy, and then all of a sudden it was crazy pitching. Like, if you think Roger Clemens is going to come out of retirement to throw heat and strike people out without assistance, then you're just crazy, you know? I mean, you're 41. Your body breaks down. I'm 34, I think. 34? Yeah, I'm 34. You know, I feel terrible that these guys are not making it in the Hall of Fame due to all this nonsense. They had to bite the bullet. You know what I mean? And that's not fair to them. You know, don't put 7 guys on the stand, put everybody on the stand. Everybody was taking steroids in the mid-90s. Everybody. I mean, like I said, maybe not Derek Jeter. He might have been a very, very big exception. Now, like I said, I'm a diehard Met fan, so I did not like the Yankees. But Derek Jeter's a great player. He's a great hitter. And I don't think he required much influence to have pop. You know, some people are just good hitters. Okay? There's actually a documentary. It's called Bigger, Stronger, Faster. It used to be on Netflix. It was a guy written, the guy that wrote it is from my hometown, basically. The town adjacent to me. He went to my high school. And he was a bodybuilder, and he was into wrestling, actually. Him and his brothers got into professional wrestling. Oh, I got a Kirby Puckett rookie. You don't see it because the wheel spins right here, so I'll show you that. I got a Kirby Puckett. I just bought a bunch of 1985 cello, unopened cello box. Okay, so you can see right there my Mark McGwire hiding behind my wheel right there. My Kirby Puckett's up top, so I just gotta move the wheel. Hold on a second. I love my display, and you guys never get to see it enough. So, Kirby Puckett is right above that McGwire right there.
Level of collaboration was there between you and the Giants, knowing Gabe Kapler?
I got the Kirby Puckett. I got the 2 McGwires there. I got a Roger Clemens. That's perfectly centered. That is perfectly centered for 1985 tops. You can't find perfectly centered cards at all. Like these McGwires, you can both tell that this one is a little over to the right, this one's a little over to the left. But I saw Gem Mint 10s in that condition before. You know, there's nothing wrong with any of the corners. It's just a little off-centered. And I've seen Gem Mint 10s in that condition. That Kirby Puckett is certainly not perfectly centered, but the condition of it's perfect. So I think I could get away with a Gem Mint 10 on that card. What's going on soon?
Major League Baseball, the teams that postponed their games because of this.
You know what? I think that everyone has their rights and their reasons for postponing, playing. And
what's going on soon? Some of your stuff might be lagging behind.
One step, but the execution, the follow through. What happens tomorrow? The next day. These are things
I usually put them all together, to be honest with you. If you have multiple teams, then I put them, you know, it all depends on how many cards you get. I have bigger team sleeves, I have smaller team sleeves. So depending on which cards you get, you know, I send them out together if at all possible. Yeah, I got that cello box for fairly cheap. It was certified. So I guess it was opened and verified that everything had not been tampered with and then resealed by BBCE, Baseball Card Exchange. So I opened them all up and I got a lot of really, really good hits. The only thing I didn't hit out of those boxes really were Mark McGwire's. I bought those Mark McGwire's in a sealed Mint 9 pack. And it had Mark McGwire on the top and Mark McGwire on the bottom. So that was a pretty rare pack. I paid a lot of money for that pack, but I'm going to get my money back out of that for sure. No, Van, I only do PayPal right now. I just started about a month ago. I'm gonna go into another form of payment, but I just haven't yet. I was gonna sign up for Venmo, but I just didn't get around to it. I probably could. It probably wouldn't take me that long. Just to keep everything together, I figured one would be better. PayPal is on its way out anyway, so.
T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network with more 5G coverage than Verizon and AT&T combined. Experience it now with our best deal ever. Unlimited, $25 a line for 4 lines with 5G.
What's going on, Joe?
It's time to join T-Mobile.
We're off to a good start from left B, but right B is cutting him off now. Left B is making a bit of contact. Oh, we got a double B.
Not really, Joe. My Chrome is getting low. I'm out of blaster boxes right now, so the next Topps Chrome break I'm gonna have to do might just have to be just straight mega boxes. I might have to do like 2 mega boxes or something like that. I'm not sure how it's gonna work out. I have a few packs, and I don't have. I have a couple hangers of Chrome too, but nothing that I can sell. I mean, if you guys want Top Series too, sure, I got plenty of that. I'm gonna start incorporating some Donruss optic breaks into what we're doing here as well, and then also some Topps archives because I got a bunch of that. I got Diamond Kings. I mean, Van, it kind of sucks, but I mean, I do have it listed on eBay for the wheel spin. The only thing is you'd have to pay sales tax. I mean, I'm not trying to cut myself short, but, you know, you can send me an offer on there, and I can accept or decline the offer on there, but you know, if you do have wheel spin credit, then you can just take whatever credit you have off and just send me the offer for it. But then you're going to have to pay sales tax and the shipping on that, so I mean, what I can do for you is I can eat the $3.99 shipping and just kind of apply that towards the price. So if you send me, say, $21 plus $3.99 shipping, but then you're going to have to pay sales tax on the rest of it. Since I do $25 free shipping anyway. So that's the best I can do. And then if you do have wheel spin credit, then you can just deduct that from the $21 plus shipping.
When you saw what the players did today collectively, what came to your mind?
Yeah, no problem, Joe.
A great sense of pride. You know, it goes to show you how far we've come. That players have to take such a incredible step to get action taken. You know, this is. I think we're gonna look back on this moment and we're gonna really understand.
Yeah, Joe.
Most historic moments, if not the most historic moment in sports history. You know,
I did get some Chronicles packs in. I have an influx of those, but that's all the basketball I have really, other than the repacks and everything. So I mean, I got Chronicle packs. It's just, you know, I didn't buy them at the store, so I paid an arm and a leg for them. So if you're interested in Chronicle packs, I mean, I'll have to put a price together for you, but it's reluctant at that point, you know, just because it costs me a lot of money to get these things. I know what they're selling for on eBay. It's,
I wish I could just I wish I could have him autograph what he said and just have it somewhere close.
Let me see what I can do for you. Just got to figure out. I got to look to see exactly how much I paid for it. Because I pay my guy over, obviously well over what he pays for him. Plus, I charge, he charges me shipping to get everything up to me. And it's usually a pretty penny on the shipping because it's usually a pretty big box. So let me just take a look.
What do you think has led them to this point to where they're taking such action on such a large scale?
Muhammad Ali, Mahmoud Rauf. I can name so many different people who stood up through athletics and said this is wrong. I said it before. The great John Lewis would be so proud of the good trouble.
I mean,
that these athletes are getting into.
The only problem is I don't want to kill myself with the price because I'm also going to sleeve and top load every single one. And top loaders are going insane right now. I've been inquiring about with a bunch of people. I saw that. Thanks, man. I've been inquiring about the top loaders for a while. Just all over the place. And people are just raising the price tremendously. I mean, it's going up exponentially even for top loaders. So I mean, if I get you some Chronicle packs, I'm going to sleeve and top load every single card like I do every Chronicles break. So I have to play that into account as well. I'm pretty much paying about 50 cents per top loader now, which is insane. Well, it's got to be less than that. Hold on. No, it's not that much. Hold on a second. Let me figure out how much I am actually paying for it. It might be 20 cents per top loader. But still, that's still a ridiculous amount.
As we reported earlier on SportsCenter that there's a certain faction of players who are strongly considering ending the season and not having a championship and getting rid of the playoffs. There's a meeting going on right now.
I'm going the wrong way.
Some of the coaches were involved in that as well. What impact do you think that would have?
20 cents a top loader. So it cost me 20 cents per case. I mean, the penny sleeves are just about a penny. I mean, that's... So you figure if you get one Chronicles pack, which has 15 cards in it, that's $3 in cases. The sleeves are on me, you know what I mean? Plus shipping. I mean, you should have some cards here that I can ship it out with, so that's going to help on that. So let me think. If it's going to cost me $3,
I'm in awe of the courage and the absolute.
I mean, I think it's got to be like 30 a pack.
As a former coach, you've had the unique
15 cards.
position to have a lot of time around.
Yeah, I think it's got to be 30. I got a lot of these, but like I said, they're expensive.
About what they're seeing their players do in the wake of these injustices that they see time and time again in their collective community.
So that's what I can do for you, Joe. I wish I could do better. It's just I can't. So Van, let's do some wheel spins for you. Do you want NBA? Do you want MLB? Or do you not care where it lands?
It is frustrating.
And Joe, just let me know if you want them for 30. Because that's all I can do. Oh, jeez.
On how do we really fix something that's systemic and fixable? Something that we can actually, turn around in our lifetime. You can't
57, Joe.
But you can change laws, you can change legislation.
Okay, gotcha, Van. First one's going to be MLB only. Good luck. Okay, we got number 20. Number 20 is MLB Panini Prism Cello Pack. You get 2 of them.
And then, like Doc said,
All right, yeah. Send it, Joe, and we'll rip open 2 for you.
fear that the Republican convention is perpetuating against the black community is ridiculous. We didn't enslave ourselves. We didn't
Okay,
put
so
ourselves
these are the
through the
last
civil rights
2.
movement. The
See, I
Jim
have
Crow
3
laws,
more.
the black codes. We didn't
So I'm
write
going to have to
those
remove
things.
that
We didn't do
from the
those
wheel.
murders. We're not imprisoning ourselves in mass
So there's
incarceration
your
of
2
such
Prism packs right there. 12 card packs. So you got 24 cards there. We'll open that in a second. And I'm going to have to replace that right now before we go any further because I can't leave myself with just 1 pack.
Off of our downfall. And all the police are, they just keep people in check. You know, it's like a slave.
So let me just adjust the wheel for you. 1 second.
We contribute. We have contributed.
So number 20, do I have any other ones? Panini Prism Cello Packs. Yeah, this one up here too. So I got to change this to Topps Archive.
Enough is it's enough, and it's time for change.
And as we've seen, just because you're an NBA player does not make you immune to such things. There in Milwaukee, Sterling Brown saw what happened to him. Even John Henson had the police caught him. He was trying to go into a jewelry store to buy a gift for someone. David Fisdale, great perspective. We appreciate the time here on SportsCenter.
Thank you for having me, and just keep the message going and keep this alive.
Topps Archives packs. I'm just got to see how many are in the pack. Hold on 1 second. I got a lot of these things.
Indeed. The action by NBA players and others in sport coincides with the 4-year
18 cards in each pack.
Colin Kaepernick's
That's not a bad pack right there. So you get 36 cards for 2 of those packs.
San Francisco 49ers bench, a silent, peaceful protest at a preseason game. He was asked about it afterward. He explained his motives. Then a former Green Beret, Nate Boyer, met with him and suggested kneeling might be a more respectful method, and so he did, going forward, and so did a few others. And that was 4 years ago. The issues remain the same. Kaepernick no longer so alone.
Well, let me just fix
NFL
that.
joined in support of Milwaukee's action and the others. The McCourty twins writing respect to the guys in the Bucs locker room, taking a stand for what they believe in and for justice. The Texans wide receiver Kenny Stills very active. He wrote, NBA is showing us how it's done. Time to connect with local activists to help formulate demands.
I think
And
that's it. Yeah,
Kayvon
that should be
Frazier
good.
added, set the tone then, Bucks.
Still ahead, much more coverage of the Bucks protest and the postponement of 3 NBA playoff games on Wednesday. Plus,
Okay, so what do you want for your second spin?
It's all still out there.
We'll get all 3 of your spins out of the way, and then we'll open them all at once, and then we'll go to Joe.
We have more IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus models than any other car maker. Find your all-wheel drive Mazda CUV and get 0% APR for up to 60 months and no payments for 90 days.
All right, spin it for basketball. I'm waking up my kitten. She's sleeping on the chair. Oh, that's 2. So close. So close. Number 2 is MLB. No dice. All right. Okay, we got number 9. I think that is NBA if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. Let's see. Number 9, MLB. Okay. Spinner again. Number 13. Number 13, NBA random card repack. 20 cards. Pick a number 1 through 15.
When I started first seeing results, I got excited.
3, 5, 10, 11, and 13 are taken. I think somebody else took another one the other night too. So let me just take a look.
It works.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive. But here's the secret. Glasses don't actually cost
13, right? Yep.
especially when you design your
So let me just see.
directly to your customers. Like we do.
I got 1, 4, 6, 7,
Glasses start at $95, including
12, 14, and 15.
And the best part? You can try 5 pairs for free at Warby Parker.
1, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14, or 15 left.
Some health issues are tough to talk about. With Roman, you can go online, chat with a physician, and if treatment is right for you, we'll ship genuine.
8 is no longer available. Sorry about that.
Let's take care of it.
I did not update all of these things on here. We had a few more the other night. So I got number 1, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14, and 15. Number 1, okay. So, I'll show you what you got. Let me just move this. Put this guy back up. Number 13 on the front, we got a Paul George from last year's Prism, Silver Prism. And on the back, number 1, corresponding to the number you picked, and there's a Chris Middleton. And that one is numbered to 85. Okay, would you like me to rip this, or do you want to find out on your own? I told myself I was going to update all the numbers, but I ended up updating the wheel spin credit instead. And ran out of time, so. Rip them, okay. So let's do the baseball next. And then we'll open everything at once for you. Okay, we got number 15. Number 15, NBA. And we wanted baseball. Okay, we got number 5. Number 5 is NBA rookie card autograph cards. Okay, we got number 2 again. Perfect. MLB card, $25 plus value. Pick a number 1 through 10. Okay, and the numbers that have already been picked are 4, 6, and 8. Let me just verify that those were the only numbers picked so far. Number 2 right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 cards left, so let me see which other one has been picked. I got number 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10. So somebody took 9 last time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 10. I'll show you what the cards that are possible. Let me just shuffle them up a little bit. They're already in. No, I'm not going to pick. You pick a number. That's how it works. We got a Bo Bichette now playing, number to 250. We got a Will Smith autograph jumbo patch relic from Topps Inception. That one's numbered to like 85, I think. Got this beautiful Ken Griffey Jr. triple relic. 2 bats and a material from Topps Tribute. we have another Topps tribute, Hyungjin Ryu and Clayton Kershaw. This one's numbered to 25. This one is an Anthony K. Or is it Brendan McKay? No, Brendan McKay. Rookie card, mini autograph from Gypsy Queen. We got this nice Mike Trout number to 100 for Donruss. And that was back to that. So number 2. Okay. Number 2 is... Boom. 2 on the front. 2 on the back. Bo Bichette. Now playing numbered to 249. Numbered around the top there. It's 238 out of 249 right there. You can see right there. Congrats. Nice card. I really like Bo Bichette. Jeez. He is lighting the world on fire right now. If he didn't get hurt, he'd still be hitting consecutive home runs. Okay, let me just get some of this stuff over here. We have a little bit of room to open these up for you. Okay. So, we got our Bo Bichette. Let me give us some more camera here. We got Bo Bichette. Let me turn my pool table light on. Give us a little bit more lighting in here.
Welcome, Sports Center continues. There are statement games, and there are statements made by not playing games. That's what the NBA players decided to do, and they weren't avoiding sports and the show of force.
Okay. So our first one's at Bo Bichette, right there. And then we'll do the repack, and then we'll rip these prisms. 20 card repack. Okay, so we have the pack right here. We'll get to last. Starting off, we have a Kyle Kuzma. And this is, I think it's the variation, the red variation of the New Year's Eve Revolution. Yeah, it's New Year's. New Year Revolution. We have a silver Devin Booker from last year's Prism, 2018-2019. Congrats. There's that Chris Middleton that's numbered. That's a red fast break maybe with the circles right there. And that one's numbered to 85. We got a Paul George silver Prism from last year's Prism as well. And from this year's Panini Mosaic, we have a Cam Reddish NBA debut. Now, those NBA debut cards are just as valuable as the regular rookies, with the exception of the Ja and the Zion. They do go down in value a little bit when you're talking about those two specific, but everybody else is exactly the same price. So. Okay.
We hold ourselves to that standard, and in this moment, we are demanding the same from lawmakers and lawmakers.
Bruce Brown.
We are calling for justice for Jacob Blake.
Robert Covington for Donruss Optic. Tim Hardaway Jr. from this year's Panini Prism. Buddy Hield, Donruss Optic from this year. We have Andrew Wiggins, Panini Mosaic. And a Patty Mills, Panini Mosaic. Red, white, and blue from this year's Prism. We have Mikal Bridges. Marc Gasol, this year's Prism. We have a Wendell Carter Jr. And that one's not numbered, but it's, I don't know what we want to call that, silver fast break maybe. We have a Bruno Fernando, this year's Prism as well. Marvin Bagley Jr., red, white, and blue from this year's Prism. An old school Chris Mullen. We have a Richard Jefferson there. One's from like 2006, I believe. We got a Zach Randolph. I believe this is, yeah, hot prospect card, so that's pretty much like a rookie card.
Actually, the meeting recently concluded, and I have seen players, I have seen coaches walking around on campus just over.
You lost power? I'll go back.
There is a bridge, and I just
Serge Ibaka. Okay. So I'll go back through the... You saw the Bo Bichette, right? The Bo Bichette was what you got in the third one. The bigger hits in this pack, you have the Cam Reddish rookie card NBA debut. You get the Paul George Silver Prism. You get the Chris Middleton, and that one is numbered to 85. The red fast break, something like that. We have a Devin Booker, and that's a Silver Prism. And then a Kyle Kuzma NBA New Year's Revolutions. The New Year's, I believe, would be the Prism part of it. So those are the bigger cards in the pack. Going through the rest of them, we got Serge Ibaka. We got a Zach Randolph rookie card. We have a Richard Jefferson from 2006. We got Chris Mullen from the Deep. Marvin Bagley Jr., red, white, and blue. Bruno Fernando rookie card, Panini Prism. Wendell Carter Jr. Marcus Gasol. Michael Bridges, red, white, and blue. You got a Patty Mills mosaic. You got an Andrew Wiggins mosaic. You got Buddy Hield, Donruss Optic. You got Tim Hardaway Jr. from this year's Prism. We have Robert Covington, this year's Donruss Optic, and then a Bruce Brown. So that's our repack right there for NBA. Congrats on those ones. Let me get this repacked for you, and then we'll rip open that Panini for you. I'm going to put your Bo Bichette in this pack.
Those players elected to stay in their locker room to continue to protest racial inequality, social injustice, and the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which is only about 35 minutes from where they play.
Put these back in the regular little pack first. I just ordered more of these today, so hopefully they'll arrive fairly soon.
He could be here. He didn't necessarily feel right. He didn't necessarily think that they should come here. And he was a key.
Like I said, I'm going to put the Bo Bichette in this repack here, so it's not missing, it's just in there, so I can keep it safe with the rest of these cards.
Is there some sense that it would take a certain stature of player or a certain stature of team if they make that decision?
Like I always say, I always try to put a lot of value in these repacks.
Every man gets one vote.
I base everything off of Beckett prices. I don't have time to go on eBay and see what they're selling for. I think people are crazy to sell cards for what they let them go for sometimes, and I think it really ruins the market. But there is a nice little guide called a Beckett, you know, that they're in business to price cards. So, I mean, that's what I trust. I don't trust people selling cards during a pandemic, so there's our repack, all packed up nicey nice and sealed. The Bo Bichette's in there as well. And let's rip these Prism, and then we'll get to your Chronicles. Yeah, I like the Bo too. I thought that was a nice little one to throw in there. You know, that would have been a nice one to get graded, but I have a lot of other ones that I can get graded. So, just for time purposes, I'm not going to sleeve and case them now, but pretty much all these cards are going to get a sleeve, if not a case. So, like that guy. Bo Bichette, in the window. Cody Bellinger, another one getting a sleeve and a case. Gio Urshela, getting at least a sleeve. Clayton Kershaw getting a sleeve. Anthony Rendon sleeve in case. That's an interesting one. We got a Jake Fraley. And that's kind of like a crazy prism. And that crazy prism is numbered to 60. Congratulations. That's a nice rookie card to get. And a good player to get it in. Jake Fraley, Seattle rookie card, numbered to 60. I will show you that on the back there. Numbered to 60.
Went up and talked about the Bucks' perspective in their protest today of not playing against Orlando.
So congratulations.
The head coach of the Clippers, John Lucas, an assistant.
We have Brett Gardner, and that's a silver prism. That's getting a sleeve in a case. We have another prism, top of the class, Ethan Small. That's getting a sleeve in a case. We have Nicholas Castellanos. That's going to get a sleeve, even though it doesn't deserve one, but it's going to get one. Chris Bryant, Illumination. That's a sleeve in a case. Jesus Luzardo. That's a sleeve in a case. And we have Shohei Ohtani rounding out. All right, I'm just going to rip this last pack for you. These packs are sometimes finicky, so I'm just going to cut them.
Well, I'm told that Chris Paul tonight in the meeting, one of the things that he really emphasized to the players in there was
I'm going to rip this pack, and then I'm just going to cut the mic off for a second. Like I said, all these cards are going to be at least sleeved, if not cased. Most of those are going to get cased. That was a beautiful pack for you. Very profitable pack. We got Lucas Giolito. We got Luis Castillo. We got Sheldon Neuse, rookie card for Oakland. We got Brandon Woodruff. We got Andres Munoz, rookie card. Oh, there's a green one back here. Check this guy out. Jose Abreu. That's got to be numbered. And she is numbered to 125. Jose Abreu. Beautiful. 2 numbered cards in 2 packs. Congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome right there. And then, oh man, behind that, we got a Kevin Biggio. And that's a silver prism right there. That's getting a sleeve in a case right now. Awesome card there. You are firing on all cylinders right now, man. Nice Bo Bichette. Then we got these right here. Couple numbered cards. And then an NBA pack. I mean, you could spend $75 on a break, or you could do this. And I'll tell you what, you're probably going to get a lot more value out of this. We got JJ Bleday. And that's Miami Marlins. That's also getting a sleeve in a case. We got Zach Wheeler, the trader, because I'm a Met fan, of course. We have Cody Bellinger, numbers game. Nice card there. Chris Sale. And then we have a Trey Turner. Very, very nice. Solid packs there. Congratulations. So yeah, Joe, I'll get to you in just 1 second. I'm gonna mute the mic. I gotta hit the AC on. I just gotta grab something, go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. I'll put this up so you can see the wheel. Congratulations, man. That was awesome. Hit you pretty hard right there. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Let's get this. Two Chronicles packs right here.
This beer looks just like beer.
Yeah, let's get it.
Who told you its recipe is over 100 years old? Created in Mexico by James Master. It's not just any beer now, is it? You'll see the most interesting beer.
Well, this is the best way, honestly, so you don't have to pay all that extra money for the bigger teams and stuff like that. You get every card in here, for sure. I'm going to set these down because every card is going to be upside down, as I already know.
Play 3 games Wednesday from their bubble in the Bradenton area of Florida, but none of those games were played either.
Okay.
The Mystics Dream game, Washington players entered wearing shirts spelling out Jacob Blake's name.
First card, Devontae Graham. That's just a regular one there. And we got Sekou Doumbouya. Detroit.
Initially decided with each team agreeing to play, and they were going to place a ball on the floor every time the game clock hit 7 minutes.
We have Zach Levine
6:57, 3 minutes
on the Bulls.
The players released a statement.
Eric Pascal, Prestige.
Representatives from teams playing tonight, as well as our WNBPA leadership, the consensus is to not play in tonight's slate of games, and to kneel, lock arms, and raise fists during the national anthem.
John Wall.
We stand in solidarity with our brothers in the NBA, and we'll continue this conversation.
I can't believe the NBA is doing what they're doing tonight. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. DeAndre Hunter.
And most recently with the brutal police shooting of Jacob Blake.
Like, how can you not... I'm sorry if this offends anybody, but how can you not understand that when a cop is pointing a gun at you and telling you to do something and you refuse to do it, that you get shot? I mean, it's pretty clear what happens there. I mean, the cop is not going to risk his life. They don't know you. I mean, I don't know. This world is coming to an end. I'll tell you what. Darius Garland. It's not about black and white. It's not about that. It's just about common sense. Ja Morant. Boom.
Do all you can to demand that your leaders stop with the empty words and do something. This is the reason for the 2020 season.
You got a nice crusade in there too. It's coming. Kai Bowman.
And brown women whose murders have been forgotten. We will continue to use our platform to speak of these injustices that are still happening. And
The world is made to divide us all.
Black Lives Matter. Say her name. Say his name. Tonight we stand.
What about the little white kid that got shot by the black guy in his face? I mean, don't say his name. It's insane. James Harden.
So there was no game, but there was an anthem played.
We got a Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Jacob Blake's name displayed in front on those shirts. Some players raised their fist. The team would walk off.
And a Matisse Thybulle Crusade. Love these cards. That's a nice card there.
Showing the 7 bullet wounds in the back of those shirts to the cameras. After that, they walked
and Rui Hachimura.
Ario Atkins and the rest of the team stood with Holly Rowe.
That's just a regular one, and then we have a bronze one back here. And it's Anthony Davis bronze. So that was the only parallel we had in that whole set there. But Anthony Davis is not a bad one to have, for sure. Pack number 2. I think you did all right. Blake Griffin.
We black women, we used to people trying to tell us to shut up. We don't care. We here. We gonna say what we gotta say. We gonna say how we feel.
Got a Brandon Clark. Prestige.
Months, if not years. They're young.
We got Luka.
So proud of how strong their social justice voice has been around Say Her Name and women victims, and so it's difficult. But I also
I think that's a Ja Morant back there, kind of similar to what I got. We got Tyler Hero, NBA Threads. That's the base threads there. LeBron James Chronicles. Helping Hand in Hollywood card. Another Kai Bowman. That one is just a normal one. Another Sekou. It gets a little repetitive sometimes. Seeing deja vu. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, look at this. Lots of repetitiveness there. That's 3 cards in a row.
But they have been speaking to elected officials outside of the bubble. They've had conversations even with Breonna Taylor's mother.
Don't worry, I think there's a nice hit on the bottom here that you'd be happy with. We have Jarrett Culver. We have a Terrence Davis. I forgot to hit the AC on when I was up. Terrence Davis. Toronto Raptors. DeAndre Hunter score rookie card. There is something coming up. DeAndre Hunter. There's a Cameron Johnson. And that is the bronze parallel there, as you can see up here. Luminance.
They just did not feel like they had the bandwidth. They wanted to obviously send a message about their concerns.
I think my cats are fighting. I have to watch my little one. She's very little and my other one's crazy.
We did have conversations with players on our team that are not in the bubble.
Yep.
Who are some of those players? Natasha Cloud, Elena Deladon, Tina Charles. Some of the voices that we've been hearing that are speaking very loudly.
It's got to be the other cat.
Ja
Morant.
With the WNBA and the social justice movement.
You mentioned the pros and cons of going through with this decision.
And that is the Phoenix right there. That is a nice one there.
That could be a loss of a game check. And in comparison to the NBA, an NBA player losing a game check compared to what it would cost a WNBA is a much greater concern to these ladies than it would be to those young men.
What is this noise on here?
Of what they were willing to give up to make this statement.
It's a great
Sounds like somebody's blowing.
I mean, not only that, but they don't have the
I have to investigate in a second.
They don't have the
We got
money that NBA players make.
Ja Morant.
What you can find about this league is that
And a couple cards right here. We have an Eric Pascal. And this one is the parallel Rui Hachimura Recon bronze. Congratulations.
This is a league of 80% black women. They have a father, they have a nephew, they have a son. They talk about the women who have been impacted.
All right, I'll be right back. Nice hits there. Nice, couple nice Ja Morants. I just want to see what the hell this noise is.
And they are making a great sacrifice compared to the NBA and what they're giving up, but they feel like it's worth it. And they stood behind that the entire time.
Yes, from day one they've been doing it, even when the cameras aren't on them. They've been out there doing that work, and they continue to do so, obviously, there from the bubble in Bradenton. LaChina, appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the NHL had 3 playoff games scheduled. All 3 went. There was this, though, at the Lightning Bruins game. Ceremony before the game, and racism the message. And they held this moment, they called it a moment of reflection before the Bruins Lightning game. The game went on. The Sharks player, though, Evander Kane, did not think much of this. He went to Twitter.
So yeah, I would say that was a pretty nice Chronicles pack for you. A couple of them. There were a little bit of a repetition there, but I think that Ja Morant tied the room together real nicely. I got the Rui Hachimura. I think that's a nice card too. You got a couple Jaws there. What's it going for online? If it's over 100, I'll put it in a one-touch for you. I got mine in a one-touch. Just everybody was yelling at me when I was putting all your cards in a one-touch the other day.
She was supposed to be in the semis on Thursday. She put a message on Twitter saying watching the continued genocide of black people at the hands.
I would say that's definitely a big money card. I would think you're going to get your money's worth out of just that card alone. Nevertheless, the other ones. No, it wasn't colored. No, it was just a regular Phoenix. Unfortunately. I'll show you again. Yeah, no color there. Just the regular silver. Number 580, Phoenix.
Will the playoffs continue at all? No. The very latest on how the NBA moves forward following an unprecedented protest led by the Bucks in Orlando.
There's my Phoenix, I'll show you. I got the same one.
To make a great run for Kendrick American table. And that's exactly what he did. He spared himself everything with Bridge by Robert Montgomery from one for all.
I like Liberty Mutual. They get that no two people are alike.
Yeah, so definitely nice pulls there.
Car insurance, you only pay for what you need.
Sorry for the delay there. Just needed to step away for a second. But yeah, really, really nice. Couple jaws.
It's all still out there. Say hello to the world again during Mazda's Rediscover the Road event. We have more IIHS top safety pick plus models than any other car maker.
And like I said, I'll make sure all these cards get a sleeve and a case for Chronicles. I mean, even the ones that are worth $1 or whatever, I'm gonna get one. Just because I don't know how much they're actually worth. No, it's not. It's not a silver prism. No, it's just the way these cards look. Certainly not a prism. It doesn't say prism on the back. You'd see the rainbow. Not just the reflection off of the camera and the reflection off of me. I broke a lot of mosaic, and those cards are mirrors, so I've been on camera for quite some time. Many hours on camera breaking those cards open, just on the reflection there. Yeah, no problem, man. I still think you got your money's worth out of it, even if it is a $15, $20 card. And once again, I don't trust what anybody's selling these things for, especially before Beckett comes out. It's just nonsense, you know. To me, that card's a $50 card all day long. It's gotta be. I mean, it's gotta be 50 bucks.
This is a TV-only offer that is not available on Amazon. So call or click now. Call 1-800-605-5041. That's 1-800-605-5041. Or visit their.com. So call 1-800-605-5041 now.
Always appreciate it, Joe. Always appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, like I said, I don't trust anybody online. I mean, think about it. People are sitting at home, not collecting their unemployment checks, or out of work, trying to feed their family. You're not going to sit back and wait to sell a basketball card high. You're going to try to get that loaf of bread in your child's belly as fast as possible, so.
Getting ready for a client reveal was a race to the finish. I'd have to adjust the thermostat and set the mood all by hand. It was crazy, but now with the dish voice remote, it's a breeze. Set the thermostat to 70.
So I'm just going to be sleeving and encasing your cards here. I'll be sleeving and encasing the prism cards that I just opened up as well. That was a nice couple packs I opened up for our other guy there. That was pretty cool. You know, before the pandemic, people were selling cards like idiots, but with me, I mean, usually the cards that I'm breaking don't have values yet. You know, just because I'm always trying to sell the newest product that just came out. So when I go online and I see somebody selling a 1 out of 1 for $20, I shake my head. It's like, it doesn't matter who it is. A 1 of 1 is not $20. It could be the worst possible player in the world. I mean, they're not making 1 out of 1s for the worst possible player in the world. You know, my former employee, or my employer, I should say, he sold a Paul DeJong 1 of 1 fortune teller for Gypsy Queen this year for $20. And I yelled at him. I said, don't. And it was, obviously you're not going to get a Beckett value on a 1 of 1, but at least wait to see the out of 50s and out of 25s come out so you can kind of range what that card's worth. And I can guarantee that card's worth more than $20. I mean, if I look it up in Beckett right now, how much a Paul DeJong out of whatever, you know, out of 10 or out of 15 or out of 25 is worth, I can guarantee the Beckett's going to say more than $20. But like I said, sometimes people need money. He was certainly in that case at that point, so you know, he pulled a nice, it was like an 8 autograph booklet for the Cubs in St. Louis. Had Yadier Molina's autograph, had a couple nice other Cubbies on there. You know, that card is a $1,000 card all day long. He got like $300 for it. Like, what are you doing? There are 8 autographs on this card, and they're all really, like, 5 out of the 8 of them are Hall of Famers. Like, what are you doing? It's like, not only are you stupid, but you're hurting the market. And it's our market. You know, it's our market. That's what people do. They look, oh, okay, well, this card sold for this one time. It's like, okay, well, that's good. You know, just like anything, like you sometimes the Pelicans sell for $300, sometimes they sell for $150. Why did they sell for $300? Does that mean that they're worth $300? No, that just means 2 people wanted them that bad. That's all that means. All it takes is 2 people to want something that bad, and that'll change the market on something. So it's very difficult to depict what a market is based on what things are selling for on eBay. There is something called a Beckett, which I have many of.
With the full crystal power sprayer, you can clean windows up to 27 feet high. Call or go online now to order the complete full crystal system for just $19.
Which Trout sale do you mean?
Right now, and we'll double the cleaning crystals, enough for up to 40 windows.
Well, I mean, that LeBron sold for like $1.8 million. I don't know what Trout you mean. I have a Trout numbered to 10 autograph, or numbered to 5. I think it's numbered to 10.
Unfortunately, around the age of 20, your body starts producing less euphormone.
So I'm holding on to that guy for a while. I'm getting that thing graded.
Harder to stay energetic, lean, and build muscle. But what if there was a way to tell your body to get back to work and boost your euphormone levels again? The Genix GH Boost uses an amino acid and botanical blend, clinically demonstrated to help your body boost its own euphormone levels more than 100%.
I'm a little out of the loop because I work such long hours. I don't get a chance to really even put the news on. You know, I was trying to watch the Laker game today, and the longest yard was on, and I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? And then they put Blended on. I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're not watching basketball today. I had no idea that the Bucks had boycotted the game and everything. It's like, and that affects everybody.
That's 15% on top of what Backup could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Adina Menzel to sing your own theme song.
The Donruss. The regular, you mean the Donruss Optic or the regular Donruss? The $4 million card? Oh, yeah, I didn't hear about that. Yeah, the Trout probably autograph rookie card. Jeez, I stopped collecting cards at the wrong time, I'll tell you. I got no love on any LeBron James rookie cards. I got no love on any Mike Trout rookie cards. Nothing. I was born in '86, so I never got the Michael Jordan rookie cards or anything like that. I mean, I got the baseball Michael Jordan rookie cards. Yeah, LeBron sold for $1.8 million a little while ago too. Mike Trout is a monster, and it's so funny because if you look at the stats for Mike Trout versus Christian Yelich is actually leading him by far in a lot of categories. Yeah, I was born in '86.
There were 3 NBA playoff games scheduled for Wednesday. None of them were played. They were all postponed. And it started with the Bucks Magic game. See Orlando coming out ready to play, but the Bucks never made it out to the court. They decided they would not play out of protest in response to what happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin, a few miles south of Milwaukee with the shooting of Jacob Blake by a local police officer.
So I always like to look back and try to get some of those other ones. I mean, basketball cards weren't very valuable when I was, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had a couple stragglers. You had the Shaquille O'Neals and stuff like that are a little bit more valuable, but not really. I mean, just because they were mass-produced back then. I really started collecting hard in about 94, 95. Strictly basketball for a while. So I have a lot of Grant Hill, Jason Kidd rookie cards. Then 95, 96 was the Kevin Garnett's, Jerry Stackhouse. I have Donruss Optic, and I have, but that's going to go for breaks. I have a lot of Donruss hanger packs, and I have Donruss hanger boxes. Now, is it my connection or is it your connection? Because I feel like my connection has been fine. Haven't really seen it been too jumpy so far tonight. So I have Donruss fat packs that have 30 cards in it, and then I have the Donruss hanger boxes with 50. Gotcha.
So now they were asking, what's the plan moving forward? And there did not appear to be a clear and concise plan. So as a result...
So yeah, I got the Donruss fat packs. I really like baseball when it comes down to Donruss. I think there's a lot of value in these cards. And then I have the hanger boxes too. I can grab a couple just to show you. I'm almost done sleeving and casing your cards. Oh, a few more.
These playoffs don't exist without the Los Angeles Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. There's not going to be a strong level of credibility that comes along with that. There's also people that are bantering back and forth in terms of the position that LeBron James is taking. Remember,
I honestly don't remember what I paid for them.
In lieu of the election that's scheduled to take place on November 3rd, he can't really take a different position in terms of not being supportive of taking a strong position.
I mean, the hangers are usually all hangers are about $20.
Because obviously he's thinking about that.
So, and that's if you get them at the store. That's before tax and everything. So, with the sleeving, with the casing and everything, I'll do 30 for a hanger and 20 for a pack. I mean, you're getting 30 cards in the pack and you're getting 50 cards for the hanger.
New and interesting insight from what happened today in
So if you want, I'll do one of each for 50 bucks. And that's MLB. Definitely MLB. Got no basketball left, unfortunately.
Team's not played something bigger than sport, but a few things did occur, and we got a ton for you on the top 10 next.
Just being able to find these are tough, you know, because they don't really have a lot of Donruss anymore. They moved on to the next product. I still think it's a great product. Bo Bichette rookie card's like 10 bucks, so. Do you want one of each?
Just attach it to any garden hose and away you go. The secret is in the Fuller cleaning crystals that dissolve dust, dirt, pollen, and grime in no time. You don't have to remove your screens because Full Crystal cleans them too. This screen may look clean, but look how Full Crystal blasts away the dust, pollen, dirt, and grime while it cleans your window at the same time. It's completely safe for all of your plants, lawns, shrubs, and flowers. Plus, with the Full Crystal Power Sprayer, you can clean windows up to 27 feet high. Call or go online now to order the complete Full Crystal system for just $19.99. But order right now and we'll double the cleaning crystals. Enough for up to 40 windows, just pay a separate fee. Call or go online now.
Who's JD? I'm racking my brain. I can't think of who JD is.
As you age, your body's production of testosterone slows way down, and it can leave you feeling invisible. And boosting eugenics Total T is powered by patented testing, clinically researched to boost your free testosterone and total testosterone to help you feel stronger, more energetic, more drive.
Yeah, help me out. Who's JD? Jason Dominguez. He's not in Donruss, I don't think. Jason Dominguez started coming out in Bowman, I think was the first one. I got a Bowman back here. So I really don't think there's a Jason Dominguez in there. Donruss Optic? Okay, yeah, this was just regular Donruss. The Donruss Optic I'm going to keep together for future breaks because I'm running out of Prism and Topps Chrome is going to get a little different. So just a regular Donruss is what I got for you. For the Donruss, I do have packs. I have blasters for Optic. I have packs. I have blasters, and I have some mega boxes. So we're going to incorporate that into the breaks. Yeah, 2020, yep. We'll incorporate that into some breaks so you can get in on that. I'll grab what I got for you here. Just one of each.
Miles to the job site,
Don't
to the
fall.
campsite, and anything else we set our sights on.
So I got 4 mega boxes. I got
And to those who could make this
9 blasters, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have these packs that's got 16 cards in each, these blasters with 27 cards in each, and then a mega box that's got 40 cards. You can see up there in the top right.
Real juicy, real good.
So I'll start putting those up.
For 72 hours. That's enough time to lock roll for days.
It's not going to be tomorrow night. It'll be the night after. I'll do it for, let's see, today is Wednesday.
Stay flake-free for 72. What you do is up to you.
So it'll be up on Friday or Saturday. I mean, Saturday's a lot easier for me, but I don't want to go 3 days without breaking. But I do want to catch up on what I need to do over here for you guys. Because I still have a lot of stuff that needs to be case sleeved. But if you're interested in Donruss, I got plenty of Donruss. I got the hanger boxes and I got the hanger packs. And I got those in abundance. So I'm going to have to start putting some of those up on the wheel spin as well. Next time I get a shipment of Donruss Optic, I'll let you know. And then I'll be able to hit you up with some. I just haven't started breaking with those, and I don't want to run out of product over here. I have archives. I got a lot of archives right now. That's a new product. I got 9 blasters sitting in front of me, and I got like infinite amount of packs, over 20 packs. So if you want any of that, I'd be willing to get rid of some of that. I have more in the mail. No, 10. I said 9. I have 10. Oh, 11. I have 11 blasters right now in stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got 11 in stock right now. So if you're interested in the archives, just let me know. Archives would be the same thing.
Rangers Athletics. Sean Murphy puts his bat on it the other way. Joey Gallo's after it.
I can do 15 for a pack, and I can do 30 for a blaster. So it'd be 45, but I can't really give you a break on that. Because that's going to be sleeving and casing and everything there too. So if you're interested in the archives, I've only opened a couple of them so far, and I've definitely hit some good cards. But once again, it's a brand new product, so I don't know. The guy that I got them from told me that he hit a lot of Luis Roberts in that as well. So if you're interested, if not, that's fine. You know, I'm still trying to feel out this product, you know, without knowing it super well. I've just been so busy trying to sort and get everything ready for you guys, so I haven't done a lot of research into what's even available, what the better teams are in archives, what's offered even.
Orlando City taking this thing by count of 3-1.
When we are done, Scott Van Pelt takes over. Much more coverage on what transpired in Orlando and how it filtered throughout the sports world Wednesday. It's coming up top of the hour here on ESPN.
Robert Mondavi vowed to make a great wine for every American table. And that's exactly what he did. His spirit lives on every bottle of liquid.
I don't like holding people's cards for that long, but I mean, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. You know, I work long hours at my job. We're understaffed right now because one of my guys had to go down to Florida to take care of his family. And me and him were basically running the internet department at my job. So now it's just me running the internet department with one other guy that doesn't really do it. I still have full access over everything. So at a car dealership, it's important to get to new leads. And, you know, I was busy today. I'll be working on a lot more tomorrow when it comes down to that. And it's just, it turns into a long day, you know, being there from 8:30 to 7 o'clock. 10.5-hour day, 15-minute commute one way. So you add an hour and 40 minutes to the already super long day. You know, I'm lucky to get any sleep. Thankfully, I don't require a lot of sleep, but I do get pretty sleepy when I drive. So a 50-minute commute on the way in, being one of them people that would be willing to fall asleep at the wheel. Not willing, but I'm capable of doing it. It's not good. It's a very, very scary thing to do, especially when you're not even close to your destination. Plus, I had to work 2 out of the last 3 Sundays, which is not normal. Normally, I'm working 1 out of every 5 Sundays. So I bank on that Sunday being off, and I didn't get it this week, and I didn't get it 2 weeks ago as well. So rolling with the punches. I had no idea that my guy had to go down to Florida before I started breaking everything open. So just rolling with the punches, trying to stay, you know, as current as possible. I have 4 more breaks to sort. out of the 9 we've done in the last couple days. So, I mean, if I don't have anything else to do, I might be able to bang one of them out. It's just having the room to do so as well. That was the problem, you know. I have a desk next to me that's full of my own cards that I want to get appraised so I can put them back into repacks and get them moving for you guys. Maybe put some more big hits on the wheel. But I just can't get to it. I just don't have the time to get to it. I have tons of Prism. I got tons of Donruss. I got, I mean, a ton of Prism. Ton of MLB Prism. I got a ton of Top Series 2. I got a ton of Topps Chrome that I got to go through. So, I'm going to keep myself busy. I can't wait for me to get to be my own cards, and so I can figure out how much these are worth, and I can take them off my table so I can use this other table to sort and do some other things. So then I can keep things moving a little bit quicker, just having the space to do so. I have a 7-foot pool table next to me, and it's about 80% full of cards. I mean, it's not the worst problem I've ever had. But I get people that are like asking for a refund because they don't have tracking on some of their earlier packages. Now that's nipped in the bud. That won't happen again. You guys get tracking right away now. But because they don't have tracking, they're asking for a refund. Well, I send them the tracking number and actually tracked the package, and it arrived in their mailbox 2 days ago. It's like, you're asking for a refund, but you haven't checked your mailbox? Like,
and afterwards, the emotions of a stressful time poured out.
I've been very emotional. Yeah, just to kind of see this, you know, continuously happen.
But yeah, so, sorry, I'm listening to Dominic Smith kneeling and crying.
Yeah, it was a long day for me, so kind of wasn't there mentally, but we'll be all right.
Next question comes from Tony Lacoma.
I don't understand this whole thing. I mean, you get paid millions of dollars to play a kid's game. Suck it up and play. I mean, we're not living in Cuba. You know, I mean, it's like, we're not living in North Korea. It's really, people are overreacting. People like to overreact nowadays. People like to overreact about anything nowadays. Just get over it. You know, it's like, I choose to identify myself as this. And I will be offended if you call me him, her, they. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Really? Very, very crazy world. Very crazy world. I mean, I guess if you're born with both reproductive organs, then yeah, maybe I guess you get to choose which way you want to go. But otherwise, I mean, it is what it is. Ugh.
Black people feel that it continues to happen and people don't care. And when black people try to make people care, there are excuses given to why it was justified. And if you can't get to that commonality that it's never justified.
Well, yeah. Listening to Sports Center, yeah. The guy that got shot, I mean, maybe he didn't have to get shot 7 times. I mean, but if you're not following a police order with a gun pointed at you, then you're just dumb anyway. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean,
historic day in sports as the NBA season stops. The season, its future is in doubt. We bring in Adrian.
Let me take a look.
With the very latest. And
I think I did.
Let's just begin with what happened.
Yes, I did.
Tonight. This meeting, emotionally charged. Obviously, a lot going on. Players get together and talk. The most important details that we should
All right, let's get it.
What on Wednesday night, Woj, or what?
The meeting tonight among players, there are NBA
You know,
coaches in there.
like I said, I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but in this day of age, you're not even allowed to have an opinion about anything, and people go crazy. You can't even have an opinion about it. Oh, defund the police? Okay, well, if somebody comes in your house and breaks in and tries to kill you, who are you gonna call? You bunch of idiots? Come on now. You know, I got really, really pissed off the other day. Really, really pissed off. It was about a month ago. Okay. I drive on a parkway on the way home. And it's a 55-mile-an-hour road, but people go 60, 65 all day long. If you go 70, you're getting pulled over. Okay? So I'm crossing one of the bridges I have to go across, and there's a protest on the bridge. And it's defund the police and Black Lives Matter and whatever, God forbid, you know, whatever. And they're hanging their signs over the roadways. Okay, they're hanging the signs over the roadways, trying to distract traffic. It's narrow enough as it is. You're overloading the bridge, first of all. Good. That's exactly it. Democrats want control. That's the ultimate. Well, I can't wait for them to find out that you're trying to. Your president is a pedophile. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You're getting on Donald Trump for banging a porn star. Who bangs porn stars? Who bangs porn stars? Think about that for a second. Who bangs porn stars? Guys that are well endowed. Okay? And me personally, I sold a vehicle to Donald Trump's ex-girlfriend, and she straight up said, because my boss asked her, because my boss is a big Donald Trump supporter, my former boss, I should say, straight said, oh yeah, he's got a big, and he was the best I ever had. And this is coming from like a model. She's a model, you know what I mean? One of his ex-girlfriends. It's well documented that they went out for a while. I forget what her name is, but... So who bangs porn stars? Guys, like I said, certainly not Joe Biden. He's not interested in banging porn stars. He likes to bang children. Kids. Oh yeah, that's much better for the country. Let's get a bunch of pedophiles in office. And not for nothing, with all this conspiracy theories that I've been reading in on, you know, it's going to get real hairy very, very soon. And honestly, I think Trump's going to get reelected without a problem as soon as they drop some things going on. Because there are a lot of kiddie scandals going on right now. Especially in the Democrats. Like, I saw a picture the other day, I don't know how doctored it was, but it was Obama sitting there with George Clooney. George Clooney was putting his pants back on, and there was a little Asian girl in the boat with them. So, you know, when we find out that Obama possibly has been funding this activity, like, what are you going to justify then, Democrats? How are you going to justify this? You know, you can watch that video of Joe Biden touching on these kids and stuff, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Touch my children like that. I have 2 girls. Oh my God, touch my kids like this. I will murder that man. I will murder that man. That man would be dead. I would be in jail with a smile on my face saying he got what he deserved. Oh my God, this card is bent like crazy. This top card, Dave Winfield, this thing. Everything else looks alright, but this card is messed up.
essentially terminate the collective
Dave Winfield.
which would create a lockout.
All the other ones look okay. Just one card that was kind of up and looped around the rest of them. All these other ones look fine. This Dave Winfield's all messed up though. It's alright. I probably have another one I can replace that with. I mean, I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, that thing is messed up. So, I don't mind sending out another one. Obviously, it's not my fault, but I don't mind. Okay, so we got Josh Donaldson on the Braves. Some of these are going to be upside down and crooked. Let's see. Okay. Aaron Judge. There you go. Yadier Molina. Paul Goldschmidt. Aroldis Chapman. Kyle Hendricks. Max Muncy. We got Bryce Harper. Bam Bam in this set. We have Albert Pujols. Joey Gallo. Jorge Soler. And Manny Machado. Gigante. Jose Altuve. The variations nicknames are not worth any more. The picture variations are not, they're worth exactly the same, so. Yeah, I hope so, right? Nick Solak, rated rookie. There you go. Eugenio Suarez. The Diamond Kings cards are usually at least $2-3. You got Anthony Gwynn. That's a name variation. You got the Tony Gwynn and then the Anthony Gwynn cards. The picture is exactly the same. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Very nice. Tony Gonsolin rookie card for the Dodgers. We got a Lance Lynn. Yelly. Christian Yelich. Can't wait for his cards to start going up and up and up. Sam Hilliard for Colorado. Then we got a couple red. Michael Conforto. Sean Murphy. And a Rafael Devers. Can't wait for his cards to start going up. They should be climbing very soon. Eloy Jimenez. There you go. I think that's called the Vector. And usually the Vectors here are, I think they're either basically the same par as 249 or 149 when it comes down to numbered. So they'll be about the same value as that. We got Yu Chang rookie card. Cal Ripken, that's a nice card. Jose Canseco, our first whistleblower. And we have Keith Hernandez, if you were listening to me earlier when I was going off on 1995 baseball. And how a couple people got raked over the coals. You know, they're like, alright guys, you guys are going to lose your eligibility for the Hall of Fame, but baseball's not going to be dead. So don't worry, just keep your mouth shut, and in 15 years you'll all be back in baseball being hitting coaches and such. And they pretty much all are. One pack of 50 in the hanger box there. Yeah, seriously. Not for nothing, the Bucks should have lost tonight. You can't just decide not to play. I mean, that's a loss. Magic wanted to play. It's nonsense. And for basketball players that made it, I mean, they made it. They made it in life. They're good to go. They don't have to do anything. Just don't play like J.R. Smith and spend all your money every single year. And you're good to go. But I can't believe they were talking about putting a team in Las Vegas. That's the dumbest thing that could ever happen to the NBA. All 50 of these look nice. These guys have some problems at times, you know. We got Gleyber Torres. His cards are going down right now, unfortunately. Francisco Lindor. We got Corey Seager. Ozzy Albies. Kevin Biggio. Lorenzo Cain. Jonathan VR. Max Kepler. Charlie Morton. Trevor Bauer. Nelson Cruz. Jacob deGrom. Shohei Ohtani. And Tyler Glass now. We have a Brian Anderson. Donruss Kings. Diamond Kings, I should say. Chris Bryant. A Brian Abreu rookie card for Houston. There we go. Ronald Acuna. That should be at least a $6 to $8 card right there. Polar Bear Pete Alonso. Isan Diaz rookie card. A couple bucks for Miami there. Marcus Semien. We have Logan Allen rookie card for Cleveland. There you go. Luis Robert. Right there. Logan Webb right there. Then we have a Josh Bell. Diamond Kings. Another Eloy. Anthony K rookie card for Toronto. We have the Independence Day parallel. Willie Castro. And we have some orange. We have Elvis Andrus. Chris Sale. A Yu Chang rookie card. It's nice. Marco Gonzalez. You got an orange Nelson Cruz, Diamond Kings. Nice card there. An orange Cal Ripken, retro. Very nice. We got Mookie Betts, and that's the Vector there. Elite Series, Mookie Betts. That should be a couple bucks there. AJ Puck, the Rookies, Vector. Ramon Laureano. Adalberto Mondesi. Chris Paddock. Jose Barrios. Tommy Pham. Brian Anderson. Freddie Freeman. Aaron Savali. Yu Chang. Cal Ripken. Very nice. Yeah, very repetitive. Jose Canseco there. Keith Hernandez. Dave Winfield right there. That's the one that was bent before. And a Zach Collins. There you go right there. That rounds it out right there. Let me grab my little stack of Donruss that I got right here. See if I can replace that Winfield with a Winfield.
continuously out there. I mean,
While I look at this, I'm gonna preach again.
just the hate of people's heart.
Okay, this is, I don't know, I do not understand. All right, how about you get to pick. I'll replace that card, that Dave Winfield. I have a George Brett, I have a Kevin Mitchell, I have a Ricky Henderson, and a Dale Murphy.
Like I said,
You pick one of those four, and I'll replace it with that Dave Winfield that's busted up.
Remarkable day in sports. It started with the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm blown away how Black Lives Matter is on a basketball court. Personally, I think, looking at it as the group, not just the, oh, well, yeah, Black Lives Matter too, or White Lives Matter, you know what I mean? The specific group that's named Black Lives Matter is essentially the same as the Ku Klux Klan when you're comparing it to black versus white. So that's like white people going around saying that the Ku Klux Klan is good news. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you read the credo, the credo on Black Lives Matter, they basically say if you have two parents growing up, then you are no good. That is essentially what they stand for. Only broken families should be allowed to prosper. It's like, it's mind-blowing. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. So if people actually looked into what they're actually agreeing to, I'll replace that with one of these ones right here. So if people actually looked into what they're actually talking about, then they probably wouldn't support the movement. You know, reform the police, whatever. You know, I get that. My best friend's Puerto Rican and black. I grew up in the Bronx with him. You know, it's like, I listen to rap music. You know, I mean, I support the community. I do. There's no doubt about it. But I don't support the Ku Klux Klan. So why would I support Black Lives Matter? It's essentially the same thing if you really want to dig deep into it. So that's why it blows my mind that the NBA's got all this stuff on their jerseys and this, that, and the other. It's like, really, you guys have no idea. And I think some of them are smarter and they do realize, so that not all of them do have the Black Lives Matter on their jerseys. They have equality and all this stuff. And equality, I'm all about equality. I want everybody to be even. You know what I mean? But when a cop says, could you please put your hands on the steering wheel, and you reach for the glove box, they have to protect themselves. They're putting themselves out on the front line. I saw a nice little video of two cops beating up this guy because he was resisting arrest, and I mean, it looked brutal at first. It really looked bad. It looked like police brutality. And then all of a sudden, the guy got the gun away from the cop and shot both cops and stole the cop car. I mean, shot the cops multiple times with their own gun and then stole the cop car. So I mean, that looked like excessive force for a while, but the guy wasn't complying. The guy was fighting back the whole time. I mean, they were pounding on the guy. They were punching him. They were kicking him. They were kneeing him. They were trying to keep him on the ground. The guy kept trying to get up. And eventually, the guy got up against two police officers, stole the gun, shot both cops. I don't think any of the cops died, but they were injured, no doubt about it. But this is the kind of stuff that you could possibly see.
They eventually got to a point where they just had to let everybody go.
And this is why I'm not a cop. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to deal with criminals all the time. You know, not everybody's a criminal, I understand. You know, some people just speed and whatever the case is, but you never know whose window you're walking up to. You never know. You know, a friend of mine has a dealer plate, and he gets pulled over all the time, and the cops give him a hard time about it. But it's true. I mean, you pull up behind a dealer plate after hours, you don't know who this guy is. You have no idea whose window you're walking up to. You have no idea what's about to happen. It could be nothing. It could be something crazy.
Snyder suggested she go to his hotel room with one of his friends so those two could get to know one another.
So what's going on in sports right now, I can't believe, I can't believe people are canceling games. It's ridiculous.
Disturbing and abhorrent behavior and workplace environment alleged in the report, which is entirely inconsistent with our standards and has no place in the NFL.
But Joe, like I said, if you want me to replace that busted Dave Winfield, just let me know which card you prefer. I got a Dale Murphy. I can look at my stash and try to replace it with that.
NFL insider Adam Schefter to the show, and Adam, I think it's clear that Commissioner Goodell's
Dale Murphy, George Brett, Kevin Mitchell, or Ricky Henderson. Throwback retro. I can always go over to my baseball and try to find a Dave Winfield too. But this is just what I got right here that I can throw in for you.
That's not the sense I got today, Scott, in talking to people around the league, even owners. Again, could it come to
If you're still there, Joe.
If there are more details, more facts that emerge, then Dan Snyder is going to be in some trouble. I think as it is right now, the feeling is that the league is going to step aside and let the investigation team do its job and see what it comes up with.
You know, the Redskins are not okay, but the Indians are fine.
That fines were possible, suspensions were possible, but they would see.
It was my understanding that Indian is a derogatory word for Native American. So, why are the Indians okay? You know?
They're going to fight till their death, and it certainly looks like that right now.
On the other topic of the day in sports, and then Washington adding to it that they would take the day on Thursday, as Ron Rivera talked about, for reflection. Is there a sense?
There's a lot of crazy stuff that goes behind the scenes in sports, but these guys get paid a lot of money. Go out there and play your playoff game. If you don't feel right to play individually, then you don't play individually. Then you can let your team suffer.
Scott, I think that it's only a natural reaction. The Lions led the way here. I think others will absolutely take that action. And I think it's fair to wonder if there were actually preseason games this week, which there aren't, would they be played? And I would say probably not. And if the NFL regular season was scheduled to open this weekend, I think it's fair to say the games would be in jeopardy. But right now, everybody is trying to figure out what the right solution is. If there are any solutions, I think you are going to see a...
There is no solutions to this.
Where you're going to see more and more teams take action.
I was talking to a guy about it today. You know, he was very reasonable, but he was just talking about, you know, all the problems start at the top. It's all Donald Trump's fault. The whole thing is Donald Trump's fault. Like it's Donald Trump's fault that the world shut down with a pandemic. You know, it is Donald Trump's fault that the economy, you know, the stock market was at an all-time high. That's Donald Trump's fault. Blame Trump for that.
Thank you, Scott. Good luck in D.C., my friend.
That's very kind. I appreciate it. Good to be home.
Blame Donald Trump for not taking his salary and making all the other presidents look terrible.
I was imagining just how difficult it would be to summon the emotional and physical energy to turn around and do it again.
Is he a good person? Probably not. Name me a politician that's a good person. Okay? You tell me that Hillary Clinton was the better of two evils versus Donald Trump. And that's what it just boils down to, guys. It's a lesser of two evils. Unfortunately, it is what it is.
Then we played, and Steve, you and I both thought the Bruins would be difficult to beat in this game.
You know, as much as people don't like Donald Trump's opinions on, you know, specific matters, You know, he's being honest and he's trying to think about everybody. But everybody's just so sensitive about everything nowadays. You can't say anything to anybody about anything.
The postseason makes it 2-0 in the blink of an eye. Early in the second, Lightning lead 2-0 on the power play. Kucherov, Mikhail, Sergachev, Reichs. A lot of talent on that Lightning squad. 3-0. Malott with a shot.
My cousin,
Alex Killorn is
you know,
two.
he's his mother was black. My uncle, my father's brother, you know, had a couple kids, and he's a cop. So my half-black cousin is a cop. Does his life matter? Like, you know, it's a very interesting question. It's a very interesting question. Does his life matter as much as all the others? It's like, because people are prejudiced if you're not 100% one way or another, because that's your, because you have a matter, you have a say in that. You were born. You were born. You had no say in you being born. You were born what you are. So trying to segregate everybody by any particular category is just nonsense. It's just all nonsense. You know, when I get pulled over, it happens. I like to be respectful of the police officer, and I like to have my hands firmly on the steering wheel so they know I'm not reaching for anything. You know, if anything, I'll go for the glove box well before they pull up to my car, and then I'll have the stuff out for them. And then I'll have my hands on the steering wheel with the registration out. So now I don't even have to go into the glove box. I'm reaching over to grab something that they can already see. No, you don't even have to talk to a cop when they pull you over. You don't even have to crack your window if you don't want to. You don't have to do any of that. And with the technology nowadays, I mean, we have cameras for everything, you know. You know, people protest and riot over somebody dying, and then months later, the video comes out finally. Does that sound sketchy to anybody else? Why wasn't the video released immediately so people can make a determining decision on how things are based on the actual situation? You know, the actual situation is the guy was saying, I can't breathe, when nobody was touching him. You know, George Floyd there, you know, does anybody know the autopsy? Because I do. We're knocking buildings down, you know, we're terrorizing the streets, we're knocking down statues, we're calling for people's heads, we're taking over Seattle for George Floyd, who died of a heart attack from a drug overdose. Had nothing to do with anything. He didn't die because he was suffocated, everybody. He died of a drug overdose. Say his name. Say his name. He was a common criminal. He was a counterfeiter. When you counterfeit something, When you write bad checks, when you counterfeit money, you hurt everybody. You hurt everybody. Everybody gets hurt for this. The establishment that you write the bad check for has to pay extra money. My hard-earned money, the money that I work long hours to earn, is compromised when somebody counterfeits. And that's what this dude did. He was a counterfeiter. Those are the worst kinds of people. You don't counterfeit money and get praised. You don't do drugs and resist arrest and get praised. Seriously. Look at George Floyd's autopsy. Look for it. It's funny. He did not die of suffocation from a knee on his neck at all. He died of a heart attack. They told him to calm down. He wouldn't calm down. He killed himself. He put the drugs in his system. And we're marching on Washington. We're marching everywhere. We're tearing communities apart because of this one dude. It's sad. It's sad how brainwashed people are. Don't believe everything you read. Let's make informed decisions based on facts. The facts are the cops didn't kill that dude. All of this was for nothing.
Extra innings today by calling 1-877-DISH-PPV or visiting mydish.com/MLB.
Do I think that cops treat people differently? Sure. Absolutely. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying in this one specific instance that everybody's in an uproar about, you guys shouldn't have an opinion about it. The guy killed himself. He was getting arrested for counterfeiting again. Him and a bunch of his buddies went in and almost killed a pregnant woman one time. Like,
good read. Golf insider Stanford Steve. Birdie put on the par 3.
It's sad, guys. It's sad. And again, you know, no one's allowed to have an opinion about anything. Can't speak up about anything. You're this, that, and the other if you do. Facts are facts. And the fact is that guy died of a heart attack. Not from suffocation. Not from getting choked. Not from not being able to breathe. Yeah, he probably couldn't breathe because he was having a heart attack.
They began the day in first and second, respectively, in the Centrals. Sox had a day game with Pittsburgh, where they won.
Nobody cares about that.
Dallas Keuchel. Nasty breaking ball there. Josh Bell, dangerous. Fools him with an off-speed. Gets Gregory Polanco swinging. 6 innings, 7 Ks, 2 earned. Danny Mendick here. Opposite field. Polanco.
This country is not going to get any better anytime soon. Unless people wake the hell up.
Almost ripped the glove off his hand. That extends the lead to 4-0. Bottom 5, right side.
And everybody is daydreaming. We'll find out when we find out our precious Democrats are all pedophiles. All these celebrities that like Tom Hanks and all these other ones that have spent time on Jeffrey Epstein's island You know, people that think that having sex with children is just a sexual preference and you're sexist if you find these people strange or weird. We're the bad guys. We're the bad guys for thinking poorly on people that have sex with children. We're the problem. Oh, God. This country's interesting right now. So, yeah, again, apologize if I offend anybody. I'm not a right-wing Republican. I'm all about the facts. And the facts are, if you want to look to see how many people died at Hillary and Bill Clinton's hands, and you think this is okay, then you're stupid. People don't commit suicide while they're driving by shooting themselves in the back of the head twice. That's not real. That can't happen. That's impossible. So look into it a little bit. Do your research before having, being in an uproar.
He wants to do whenever he leaves his house. At the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that my family's good in any way that I have to do. And if basketball's not it, God forbid, but that's what it is. We need to understand that these moments are so much more bigger than us.
Just another look at the events postponed on Wednesday.
Not everything's so cut and dry, guys. Don't jump to conclusions. Just think about it. Get the facts. Make your own opinion. Don't let people sway you. Everybody's allowed their own opinion. Don't let people feel like you can't speak out or have an opinion about how you feel about things. I get a big kick out of the silence is violence shirts. It's like, oh my God. If you say something, you're wrong. If you don't say something, you're wrong. I understand the concept of it, but I mean, come on. If you stay out of the matter, then you're part of the problem. If you make a stand that's not the way that you should be standing in their eyes, then you're also a part of the problem. So if you speak, you're the problem. If you don't speak, you're the problem. So, good luck to all the Democrats that can go to the polls or mail in their ballots, whatever you got to do, and vote for a pedophile like Joe Biden.
You're slouching again, Ted. Expire. Expire.
Well, Donald Trump banged a porn star. That must make him something. It certainly doesn't make him a pedophile. That's one thing it certainly does not.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. After 225 years of Jim Beam, you'd think we just look back on our past.
There are some other ones that definitely very questionable. And I think the dominoes are going to start falling any day now. With this whole Wayfair thing. If you guys haven't read up on the Wayfair thing, oh my God. It's children trafficking through a furniture store. The legal way to buy children. Oh my God. To buy sex slaves. It's insane. There are so many things going on right now that nobody knows about. But things are coming out slowly but surely. And everyone's going to have a rude awakening. If you think Donald Trump is the worser of two evils, then you have a rude awakening coming. As crazy as that sounds. I think he's done a lot of good things. Is he opinionated? Oh, yeah. Does he say the wrong thing sometimes? Sure. Which president hasn't? But just make an informed decision. Do your research. Don't just jump to conclusions. The facts are out there. All these people that were going to testify against the Clintons and all of a sudden just ended up committing suicide or falling off the face of the earth. Come on now. It's very obvious. Very, very obvious. So yeah, Donald Trump was the lesser of two evils. Will he be this time? I think so. South Park did it the best. You're voting between a douche and a turd sandwich. And you know which one is which. You know who's the turd sandwich, and you know which one's the douche. No doubt about it. South Park is way ahead on matters. You guys don't watch South Park at all. They fixed the whole kneeling thing. I wish they would have actually applied what South Park did. If you guys haven't seen the episode, basically, it was about Colin Kaepernick kneeling, basically, and other people kneeling for the national anthem, which, in my opinion, is very disgraceful to all those that fought for our country. That flag represents our veterans, our armed forces, our front line against the rest of the world, the evil in the rest of the world. And it's just so disrespectful. You can protest, you can do whatever you want. The national anthem is about the flag. The flag is about our history. People, so many guys, so many girls, so many people in our country have given their lives to make your life a little bit better. And you're gonna disrespect the flag, spit on the flag, kneel on the flag. In other countries, if you do that, you get arrested on the spot. So, but what South Park did is they just added a little clause. So everybody rise, or stand, or kneel, or sit to commemorate the national anthem. It's very simple. Just add that. And then what are they going to do? What's everyone going to do? Kneel? Do whatever you want. Whatever you're doing, you're not disrespecting the flag anymore. You're not making the veterans mad. The people that have fought all their lives to have a lesser life, to have bad knees, to have no hearing, to live with deformities. And then the defund, like I said, the defund the police is just ridiculous. We need the cops. We need people to comply. There is the right way of doing things, and there's the wrong way of doing things. So, back on topic. If anybody wants any more wheel spins, just let me know. We got wheel spins going. I'm probably going to end this in a little while, just because I do have a lot of stuff going on, as you can see. A lot of stuff going on. I got work early tomorrow. I got work all day tomorrow. I got work all day the next day. So I just got to really pick my moments to get through all these cards for you guys and send them out. So
McMillan's firing increases the number of coaching vacancies to 5. This includes the Bulls.
I'm going to cut the mic off for a little bit. I've done plenty of talking tonight. Once again, sorry if you don't like my opinions. It's just my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. I'm happy to hear yours. But I live by the facts. And I formulate my opinion based on facts. And the facts are that this country is falling apart. And they want us divided. And there's no doubt about it. They want everybody to have an opinion, but not the wrong opinion. You want to have the right opinion, and their opinion is the right one. And if you're not agreeing with what they're saying, then you're something completely different. You're part of the problem. Very sad. This country's going to get better sooner or later. And taking over Seattle is not how you do it. Vandalizing and looting and setting our neighborhoods back doesn't help. Everyone's brave behind the mask. You can go out and do whatever you want behind the mask because you're not going to get caught because nobody can see you. Nobody can identify you. You guys might not be aware what China does. China has a satellite on every single person in their country. They're watching every single person in the country. They can identify you from a satellite in the sky. And you have a rating, a person rating. So if you've committed violent crimes or anything like that, any sort of crimes, then that's going to be on your rating. And they're going to be able to see you from the satellite dish, just walking around. They'll be able to see, okay, well, these are, as far as we know, outstanding citizens, and then this one over here has committed a lot of crimes walking through the pack of people. So they can see you from miles away, and they can actually watch everybody. We're not there yet in America. If we keep rolling down this path, we'll be there. Is that what everybody wants? Because it doesn't seem like anybody's too concerned about being responsible for their actions right now.
Which turns into a lock workout craze. Stay flake-free for 72. What you do is up to you.
I saw a disgusting YouTube video the other day of these two older women, not older, but like 30, maybe 25 to 30-year-old girls just abusing a child and their mother for having an opinion. They were holding a sign. They ripped the sign out of the kid's hand. They freaking take his hat. They take this, that, and the other. The kid's begging for it back. She doesn't care. And then they end up fighting the parents. They end up punching both parents in the face. It's like, really, guys?
The secret is in the full exterior cleaning crystals that safely break down, lift, and wash away dirt.
But like I said, hopefully things get better sooner than later. Hopefully the virus ends and then we can kind of get back to normal. Then we can protest safely instead of creating and causing the spread of this disease by being outside and protesting, which is also stupid. I'm in New York State. Everybody please be safe. Everyone wear a mask. Do what you can. Wash your hands. I'm not a big fan of the hand sanitizer. Most of the hand sanitizer just got recalled because it doesn't work. Who would have thought? You have germs on your hand and then you rub together with something on your hands and don't remove the something, and now the germs disappeared. Don't really understand any of that. Don't see how that can add up. What people believe it. I certainly don't believe it.
No stitch is so strong it will never come loose wash after wash. Make a mistake, place the heat wand on the fabric and
So yeah, like 95% of all hand sanitizer was just recalled the other day. Because guess what? It doesn't work. But don't worry, the next bottles that they give you will. Shake my head, I tell you. Well, like I said, guys, just please be safe out there. Wear your masks. I know it seems like that's, it's not about being anti-establishment. It's just about being safe. It's not about nipping this in the bud and trying to get past this stuff.
Those typically score a lot of DeGroms on the mound, but man, he had the good stuff. He typically does. The gas space was given repeatedly. He had 3 strikeouts in the first 2 innings on 100-mile-an-hour fastballs, a career high in a single game, and it was only the second inning. He had not struck out the side at all in 2020. Sit down, and go away.
Well, it looks like Jacob deGrom's changed his routine. He's throwing 100 on the regular now. And then Edwin Diaz comes in and tries to ruin the game like always. Edwin Diaz, oh my God. Take him out of here. Wow. Junk. Oh boy. You should never take DeGrom out. Ever. He should be perfect game. Oh God, and then somebody else gets the win. That's shameful. DeGrom, 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, and he gets the loss. So he gets nothing. He gets a no decision. 17 strikeouts, no decision. Freaking Mets, man. Just leave him in. Just let him pitch.
Though he's getting the lion's share of the reps with the ones, Cam Newton was asked if he feels like the starter in New England. He said, quote, absolutely not. Every day is a work day for me. That label is not important to me right now. I have so much I need to get better at. So much I need to learn. So much I need to be comfortable.
So yeah, guys, if anybody wants to do more wheel spins, I'm going to be logging off soon. Just post in the chat. I'm going to mute the mic. Try to get back to some sort in here. Appreciate everybody tonight. Joe, if you're still on, if you hear me, just let me know. I had a couple replacement cards for your broken Dave Winfield. I'll let you choose. I got a Dale Murphy. I got a George Brett. I got a Kevin Mitchell or a Ricky Henderson. Whichever one you want, just let me know and I'll replace it. I mean, I'll put the Dave Winfield that's busted in there. I mean, you're probably not gonna want it, but just let me know. You can message me if you want. Like I said, guys, appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, it's just my opinions about things. Don't take it personal. You know, that's hard to say nowadays. Everybody takes everything personal, so. So yeah, guys, just stay safe out there. Let me know if you guys want any wheel spins. I'm here. I'll be here in the background, so. Appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. And I'll stay on for another half hour or so. Just post in the chat if you want anything. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys. It's Ross from Break King Cards. I'm going to sign off for the evening so I can get some stuff sorted and everything. I still got a bunch of breaks to sort. Running out of time tonight, so I'm going to have to extend it out until tomorrow. I'm going to put all your packages together over the last couple days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday breaks. If you're in any of those breaks, those are the breaks that I have right here that I need to ship out. But I need to combine all the return customers together before I do so. So appreciate you guys sticking around tonight, listening to me drone on about the state of the country. It's a crazy world out there right now. Everybody just please stay safe. You know, social distance a little bit. If you gotta go out and protest, just wear your mask and just be careful with everything. Please do a non-violent protest if that's what you're gonna do. Don't go out there and start throwing bricks or, I mean, you're just setting everything back. The NBA, I don't know, they just made a very good point. You know, so if you don't play on Wednesday and you play on Friday, what kind of point did you make? Did you really get your point across? So these guys are just going to shut themselves down. And I'm sure some of the teams, you know, that played really, really well in the first round don't appreciate what the Bucks are doing. Teams that are already through into the next round waiting for the Bucks to get there. Now you're just putting everything off. Just please, like, oh, that's all I can ask, guys. You know, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. I'm happy to hear your opinions. I don't care, you know. Just look at the facts and formulate your own opinion. Don't just piggyback off of what everyone else is doing. It's very sad what's going on in this country right now, and I just don't want you guys to be running down the wrong rabbit hole after it's all said and done. You know, the lesser of two evils. That's what I can say. Nobody's perfect, but the lesser of two evils. In my mind, it's a guy that has sex with porn stars versus a guy that has sex with children. Look into it. The country of Greece. They are much more lackadaisical when it comes down to pedophilia. They think it's a sexual preference. That's why certain members of our country have been citizens of Greece. It's all going to come out in the next couple months, guys. I mean, you guys will be able to make your own decisions, and, you know, just like I said, make your own decisions based on fact. Just make sure you're not backing the wrong horse. As I think a lot of you guys will find out that you may just be. So again, just stay safe out there, guys. I'm going to be doing wheel spins again tomorrow. I don't want to get too far behind on the breaks and everything. I will have some breaks scheduled in the future. Don't give up on me just yet. I tried to maximize the breaks that I could do for you guys earlier in the week because I had time to do some sorting and everything. I had time to get packages out there, so I've been super busy over the weekends. I've had to work 2 out of the last 3 weekends. There's been parties I've had to go to and everything, so things are going to start becoming a little bit more and more normal. Now that I figured out how to do this shipping the correct way so you guys get the tracking number right away, you know, things are going to be moving much more smoother in the future, so.
I mean, that just sucks, you know? And in the blackmailing Americans, it's not easy, so.
So again, I appreciate your patience, guys, with everything. You know, I'm just trying to get everything out to you guys combined together. If you were in multiple breaks, which a lot of our people were in multiple breaks. So again, appreciate you all, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned to what we got going on in the future. I updated a little bit of the wheel spins there. I may do some more updating tomorrow. I have some archives on the wheel now. That's a new product, just came out last week. So if you guys are interested in that, just please let me know. I got plenty of that coming. And appreciate all the kind words, guys. I'm definitely getting a lot more positive feedback than negative feedback. You know, the biggest negatives that I see is I brake too slow. But, you know, I kind of told you guys about that beforehand. I look at every single card. If you're looking for a speed brake, you shouldn't be looking for me. You know, you should be looking for, you know, quality with us over here. We want to take a look at every single card so you know exactly what's going to be coming to you in the mail. So if anything's missing, you already know. You know, if I speed through to the hit, you have no idea. I can tell you didn't hit any cards, or didn't get any cards, but we got other guys that don't ship the veterans. I think that's all for the birds. Ship every card. So again, appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And just be kind to people. Just be nice to people. Treat everybody as you want to be treated yourself. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. And not everybody's right. But everyone's allowed to think what they want. It's all about putting your thoughts and facts together and formulating your own decision. If you think somebody can commit suicide by 2 gunshots to the back of their head while they're driving, then that's what you think. Lesser of 2 evils, guys. Again, muchly appreciated. Love you guys. Thanks for staying with me. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys in the future. Once again, no breaks are scheduled for tomorrow, but we're going to have at least 1 break on Friday, hopefully. I have a lot of Chronicles, so maybe we'll do some Chronicles. I got a couple more hangers there too, so we can do a few more Chronicle breaks for sure. You know, I will throw in some Donruss Optic in there too. As I learned tonight, we have Jason Dominguez in some of these, so thanks for staying with us, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you guys real soon. Have a great night, guys.